Hello, welcome back to Fred in the Shed. Just a little radio video again here. Now, this one's quite interesting. Do you remember on the last 305 video I did, we had a problem with Johnny Jaffa Cake's audio? You might remember that. When we got to the bottom of that, it turns out that John runs his microphone through a processor on his computer, and apparently he had something plugged into one of the USB ports which was feeding back through the microphone, and that was causing his audio to distort. This one's another audio problem. I'm talking to Shaun in Hemel Hempstead. I think it's 26 Charlie Oscar 06. I think that's his call sign. And anyway, it's quite interesting, this one, because Shaun has got pretty much the exact same setup that I'm using. He's using a Yaesu 450 Delta, and he's also using the Yaesu MD100 bass microphone, and his antenna is the Antron 99 with the fire up kit as well. The difference being he's also got the ground plane fitted to his antenna as well. Now you'll hear Shaun in a minute. He's transmitting to me, giving me quite a nice signal. It was a little bit of a difficult working conditions this particular day. We had quite a bit of local sort of static coming in, so we had a little bit of noise to contend with, but yeah, he's coming across well. And then suddenly his audio just seems to sort of go completely way off frequency. It varies, it goes up and down as if he'd sort of done a 10k shift or something, something sort of like that. And it appears that when he was in mid-transmission, he was sort of keying up. His frequency did change on the 450, which is a little bit odd. There are some slider adjustments on the MD100 by the sort of stalk of the microphone. You can change frequency, but I'm not sure if that's active when you're actually in a QSO sort of situation. So anyway, so I thought I'd sort of bring you that. If you've got any idea for Shaun why you would think his 450 is behaving this way, please leave some comments below, because I'm a little bit perplexed, because I've never had this problem myself. Anyway, we'll just go on to the video. You'll also notice at the end, towards the end of the video, Dave comes on 061. And yeah, both stations are very slightly off frequency for me, so it was a difficult working condition day. And one thing about the 450 which is quite good is that you do the most of the main tuning via one of the little sort of sub knobs. You don't use the main VFO dial to do the tuning, so you can then allocate the VFO dial to make it a very sensitive and very widespread clarifier, which is quite handy compared to some of the 10 meter and CB radios that have very, very small knobs. So it's very easy to sort of swap backwards and forwards and do a little bit of clarifying on the radio, because that's what clarifiers are for. People get very, very hung up about sort of people that are slightly off frequency, but that's what you've got the clarifier for. It can be a little bit frustrating, but the clarifier is there to sort of tuning stations. And you'll notice what I do on some of my videos is that I eventually sort of pick a midpoint where they're both very, very slightly off, but I can understand what they're saying. Anyway, enough talking from me. Let's get on to this video and see what you think about Shaun's problem. See if anyone else is going to sort of join us.
Towards Stanford, then turn into House Lane, pull it down to the country, then go to Nash's Farm Lane, and you'll see a big transponder thing on top of the hill. Park anywhere near that, and it's no interference at all there, over.
Roger there, Shaun. No copy. So what radio was you using in the car with the iMac, Shaun, over?
Yeah, I took out the 450D, over.
Oh, Roger. Okay, yeah, I suppose it would sort of work that way. Did you was you running that off a car battery, or did you run it off the car?
Yeah, I've got a really big heavy-duty car battery, over. Yeah, Roger, if you're up there looking down the valley, you can...
Right, Shaun, I don't know what's happening there with your audio. I might have a bit of that on video for you, but it just sounds like you're kind of talking a lot of rubbish, sort of gobbledygook. When I don't know if you've done something to your microphone, Shaun. It was fine beforehand, but it went a bit funny at the end, over.
Yeah.
No, it's inaudible, Shaun. Inaudible at the moment. Wiggle the mic leads around. You might have a loose sort of microphone lead, over. Yep, Radio 5 there, Shaun. That's a bit odd. Definitely sounded very strange. Like the audio was sort of phasing in and out very quickly. Made it very much unreadable, Shaun. Not quite sure what happened there. Was you fiddling with anything, or was you sort of? I don't mean that in a rude way. Was you touching anything on the radio, Shaun, or was you just sort of normal, Rog?
Yeah, I've noticed that with the 450. I'm transmitting to 27305, and every time I normally key up sometime, it goes the last digit of the 5 changes to the 4 over on its own.
So yeah, this is Charlie Tango 1664. If there are any other break stations on the side there, would you like to QRZ and join me and Shaun on the net?
Yeah, 1664 061. Good afternoon, Fred. Good afternoon, Shaun. Yeah, we just come up the wood mill, mate.
061 there, copy. Yeah, good afternoon, Dave. Hope you're all sort of well and fine, mate. Shaun, you got Shaun now, and in Hemel, he's on his 450, and he's sounding really good. But his audio just went very, very strange a couple of times. I don't know if you heard that, Dave. Back to you.
Yeah, I did, yeah, it went all wobbly and the signal dropped right down as well there, so yeah, it was a bit strange there, Shaun. Yeah, good afternoon by the way, stroke good evening, nice to hear you mate, you're booming across, you was booming across, then you had that funny sort of, yeah, your signal dropped and it went a bit sort of as if you was off sort of frequency if you like, but yeah, it's okay now Shaun, back to you.
Yeah, very good afternoon there, mate. On the standard line phone, what I was doing was transmit on 27305, and the 5 digit was changed to the 4 on its own now, over.
Oh, Roger on that. Yeah. I've got to get my 450, my 450D fixed. It's got that there, Shaun. Nice, punchy, sharp modulation to me, mate. What a difference from the standard one, Rog.
We lost Shaun.
You still there, Shaun?
Yeah, Dave, I've got a lot of stations coming in this way. I don't know where they're coming from, yeah. I can hear you both. There's a lot of local stations to me, yeah, transmitting somewhere else. Yeah, a lot of interference, over.
Yeah, Roger on that, Shaun. Yeah, as I say, the ND100 sounding sweet, mate. No problem at all with that. Much louder, much sharper modulation, Rog.
Roger, I'd say. Thanks for the flowers, mate. You're still at 5 and 5, 5 and 7, yeah?
Yeah, Roger on that, Shaun. Yeah, nice to hear you, mate. Yeah, you're sounding good. Are you? Sorry, I only sort of come up and you was already in conversation. You mobile, Rog?
No, I'm home, mate, but I took out the new radio at my mobile yesterday there, over.
Oh, Roger on that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise that. I got sort of come in mid sort of conversation with Fred there, Max there. Yeah, really worked well. Didn't have no ground plane on it, just straight up on the 10-foot, inch and a half pole there. It worked a treat.
Yeah, Roger, I've got to go. There's a knock at the door. Back in a minute, yeah? Knock at the door.
Yeah, go on then, Shaun. Yeah, we catch you in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, Fred, do you want to give a call out, see if there's any